There's been a lot of talk about player minor factions lately, so I thought we should take a look at what they are, what you can and can't do with them, and how you get your own. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous with Down to Earth Astronomy. You might have noticed that recently a whole lot of player factions was added into the game. So today we're going to have a look at what player minor factions actually are, what you can do with them, because there seems to be a lot of confusion around it. And this is also going to serve as the first video in a hopefully long series where I'm going to go over how you run a player minor faction and the whole background thing. Of course, this is going to be something that's going to come out as I learn it. So let's have a look at what a player minor faction is. Now, they're not really that different from other minor factions, and it's important to keep a distinct difference between major factions and minor factions. And major factions would be either the power play factions or maybe the Federation or Empire, stuff like that. Minor factions are the individual factions in the system, the ones that offers you missions and that you can get allied with, so you can get better missions from them. Now, a player faction is actually exactly the same as an NPC faction. There is no difference to them at all. The only thing that makes them slightly different is the way they were added into the game. Whereas the NPC factions was added on when the game was launched, the player factions are added upon a player group's requests, and that means that you can write to Frontier. I'll come back to that later, and request a faction in the game, and if your request is accepted, they will then apply it into the game. So what can you do, and more importantly, what can't you do with player minor factions? Now, there's, at the time of this recording, no way to actually pledge or join a faction like you would in many other games where you could join a clan or guild. There's no way to do that. You can just get it, if you have it added into the game, it is just there. So there's no way that your faction name will show up on your ship, or that you put it there on yourself, or when you are scanned say that you are allied with this faction. So the only thing that you really can do with it in-game is to alter its influence in various systems, and by carefully engineering the background simulation, you can force different events to happen that can allow your faction to take over a station or expand into a new system. But that's all gonna come in later videos. Now, the only way that you currently can actually show others that you are working for a specific faction is if the faction has a wing on inara.cz. And over there you can go and you can apply to join the wing, and then people can actually see which faction that you are working for. So since there's no way to actually join a faction in-game, that means you don't really get any benefits from having one, other than the pride of having your name tag on a station or being the owner of a system. So other than that, there's really no benefit to having it, other than, of course, that you give your group a new goal to strive towards, or something to work together to achieve. So if you want your own player minor faction, what you need to do is you need to follow the link in the video description over to the forum thread, where there are Google Forms you can fill out that will allow you to send the requests in for a player minor faction. But you need to apply both for a player group and a player minor faction. Now, a player group is just a way to register your community with Frontier so that you know that you exist, and they will then take the application for the player faction, attach that to the group, and if you accept it, it will be added into the game. Now, these applications has historically taken a long time. In my case, I waited almost 8 months to get the faction that we are running in this challenge community. But again, I know Frontier has recently launched a script that should allow them to do this a lot quicker with a lot less work. So hopefully that means that the wait times is going to be less, and I would expect it to be something that they would do maybe every month, maybe every other month. I don't know yet, but we'll have to see. At least I don't think that the 8 months that we've seen now is going to be representative for the future. Of course, there's also the whole implementation of the Squadron update in Q4 of 2018. How that's all going to play out is not 100% certain at this time, but we will wait and see what happens in Q4. So I hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, give it a like down below, and remember, if you want to join my player faction called Terra X Astro, you just follow the link for Discord, which is where I coordinate everything, and you'll find people over there. They can then explain to you what you need to do. Also remember to subscribe to the channel for more BGS or background simulation videos coming out in the future, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.